A new study put out by the government of Japan shows that nearly 40% of the youth population are virgins, meaning they have never had sex, and that this is the highest it has ever been in the country. And this is a country that suffers from a low birth rate and a very severely aging population. Now, this came about as a result of a study done by the National Institute of Population and Social Security. Now, here are some of the important findings. Now, a survey of unmarried people aged 18 to 34 found that around 42% of men and 44.2% of single women have never had sex. 30% of the 2,706 men sampled and 26% of the 2,570 female respondents said they were not currently looking for a relationship. Now, Japan has always been a real model of capitalist alienation. Some of the most bizarre human behavior that has ever occurred has come out of Japan. People marrying fictional characters, like a small electronic device that has their what do you call it, 2D waifu on it, and people actually getting married to them, to the point where it was able to sustain a hotel that was able to cater to the honeymoons for these kinds of relationships. It should well be noted the massive amount of alienation that takes place in the country. Much of the entire social interaction has been degenerated to a point where it's almost been unrecognizable. Now, at the same time, this has happened with human sexuality as well. Now, while these people are also, tremendously virgins, the pornography in Japan is frankly bizarre, and I don't think I have to explain that to anyone. Anyone who's ever seen Japanese pornography knows how absolutely bizarre that it is, not to mention the legalized prostitution. The sexual interactions, or even the social interactions between men and women, for the most part, have been exchanged for some kind of product, either pornography, legalized prostitution, etc. And that even whole relationships are being substituted for, the 2D waifus, where for people are choosing to be with inanimate objects or not fictional characters because they are so badly alienated from the people around them. Now, while this kind of level of alienation is not seen in the West, it is very much in Japan, because their society did push alienating policies a little bit more than the United States did. The American culture in general is still very, very different from Japanese culture, which is why this aspect of alienation hasn't taken off to the degree that it has in Japan, that it has in the United States. But this is still another troubling example of the kind of social relations that exist in Japan, and more to the reason why their population is so desperately shrinking, but at the same time don't want to have immigrants coming into the country because they feel that they don't belong. This is another one of those situations that is entirely driven by capitalist social alienation and the social interactions that happen as a result of a highly commodified society. And this situation, as it seems, as Japan doesn't seem to be doing anything to stop it that has any real effect, this problem is going to continue. Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.